Hey, how you doing today? I am Taquila Coleman. In today's video, we're going to talk about dealing with prophetic words. So, this question came up inside of our Community for God Ordained Spouse Facebook group. I wanted to, I basically told the person in the comment section that I would answer this question in a video. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull up the comment or the question and say, I'm having an issue I need help with. Of course, God said he will send God ordained spouse back to your person. Here's the issue. We know looking back isn't good. However, when God tells you he's sending your person back, how do you deal with God giving messages telling you that going back is not of him? Again, in most cases, you shouldn't. But if the Lord tells you your person will come back, how do you not take other messages out of context in this manner? So, great question. And here's the thing, if the Lord is telling you that he's sending your God ordained spouse back, if he, because it's not enough for the Lord to just say that to you, he will also let you know the time, the season when your spouse is coming back. So when the Lord began to prep you for the return of the prodigal, okay, he will begin to, advocate on behalf of this prodigal. He will begin to let you know the prodigal is sorry, the prodigal is heartbroken, the prodigal has learned their lesson, the prodigal, see your value, the prodigal know you're his wife or her husband, right? God will begin to advocate, right, on the prodigal behalf because God wants this and he wants reconciliation to happen. But before he bring the two spouses together, he has to prepare the heart. He has to get everyone on one accord. He has to communicate. I straighten out all of the misunderstanding and the disagreement. I'm removing the confusion out of the love story, right? So if God is speaking this way to you and letting you know I'm sending your person back and he's giving you confirmation, he's advocating on your spouse's behalf, that becomes the final say so. When you run across these other voices that's telling you don't look back, don't take your spouse back or whatever, you have to allow that stuff to go out of the other ear because yes, we don't look back at a prodigal. The prodigal version, we already know this. The prodigal version, that's not the version that God has, called for you to do life with. That's not the spouse, the prodigal version. That's not the God ordained future husband or wife. Okay, that's a counterfeit version of the God ordained husband or wife. Okay, that prodigal version. So yes, we don't look back at the prodigal version. We don't go back, okay, to the prodigal version. But when God tell you that this person is restored, I have already raised them up. They came back to their senses. I'm sending them back. That's a different version of this individual. So this individual is no longer in the prodigal state of being. So you go back. Okay, that's a commandment from the Lord, right? So whenever you hear these messages that people saying don't go back, don't deal with that. Listen, you have to ask yourself, well, who has the final say so in my life? Am I going to listen to what my Heavenly Father is telling me and showing me? Or am I going to allow this voice that I'm hearing bring confusion and have me in delay or even disobedience to what my Heavenly Father is telling me and how He's instructing me? Okay. Because at the end of the day, I say this all the time. God's voice should become the final say so in your life, not another prophetic voice. Okay. Yes, God can use his prophets to speak a word through them, but sometimes prophets don't get it right all the time. Sometimes prophets, prophesy out of their own emotions. Okay. And they don't get it right all of the time. Right. So again, if you hear the opposite of what God is saying to you, and God is giving you all of the signs that I'm sending this person back. This person has changed. They have a change of heart. They change their mind concerning you, right? They see your value. If God is screaming all of this to you, then it's okay for you to open up that door to the prodigal because this person is no longer a prodigal because God is now advocating on this person's behalf, letting you know my son or my daughter has now come back home with God. They have now repented of their sins. They are now back in right standing with the Lord. Their heart towards you has changed for the better. They now see the vision. They want the marriage. They want you and only you, right? So when God began to advocate on your spouse's behalf in this way, you have to ask yourself, okay, am I going to listen to what my Heavenly Father is saying, or am I going to allow these prophetic voices or what's coming out of another voice to bring confusion into my ear? I hope your answer or your decision is what my Heavenly Father has spoken to me will become my final say so. Okay, because that's what it really boils down to, you know. So that is my response in this video. Don't allow outside voices to bring confusion. Okay, just as I stated, we don't go back, we don't look back at a prodigal, but when God began to advocate on this person's behalf and let you know the correction, the changes, right? And I mean, you would know this. God would make this very clear. When God began to advocate and let you know this person has changed for the better, and they sorry and they remorseful and they love you, and all these things, and they ready for, reconciliation. It is a season, it's a time for that, right? When God began to highlight these things to you, then you don't have to fear, what if they still the same? No, because God is advocating on this person's behalf, right? There's a newness that has taken place in this individual. So God is basically letting you know you have the green light. And then let me say this, okay? Because even when God give you the green light, because God is a God of order, he will also let you know who's going to be the one doing the reaching out. He will let you know, okay, your prodigal is going to contact you. Okay, he will let you know the two of you will sit down and have a talk. He will let you know. So I don't even want you are to get in your own way when you start hearing these messages, your prodigal coming back, your prodigal love you, et cetera, et cetera. And I don't want you to start reaching out, because God is clear. Okay. And he doesn't move in haste, right? And so he is clear. He will let you know who is going to be the one to contact who. Okay. And he will also let you know when it's time for that communication to be opened back up. All right. So with that, I am Taquila Coleman. I will talk to you all real soon. Take care.